Alrighty, welcome back. I've made a few changes off camera really fast while I was collecting things, but the first thing we need to attend to is that there is a new sheep on our island, and so we need to go and obtain him. As you can see, I've got plenty of cobblestone now, and that's mostly because I decided that it was silly for me to be mining cobblestone out of our cobblestone generator when I could be in a cave. Uh-oh, where did sheep go? There it is. It was silly for me to be mining cobblestone in the cobblestone generator when I could be in a cave, encountering other materials and finding other cave systems and stuff. And so that's what I did. Is I went down into the caves and I just at the base of our ladder, I mined out a new room area that stay in there. I mined out a new room where I could mine out tons and tons of cobblestone, and I actually found a bunch of iron and gold and lapis and coal in the process. So we have those things now. I've also got some glass cooking now. Shh, it's alright, you're quiet. My kitty cat now. Since some of my older videos, I've adopted a small black kitten. You might hear her complaining and meowing in the background. She's really cute, but she complains when she's too short to reach things or when she's bored. But she's pretty adorable. Her name's Lola. And this gold going. Alrighty, so I think we're ready now. Oh, that's right. There's also paper that we can collect. So our reeds have been growing. Okay, we can take this over here, and I think the map's in this one. Yes, it is. I believe, yes, I've got more in here as well. So now we're going to expand the map. Like I said, I was going to show you guys how to do once upon a time. So you put the map in the middle, take the paper, and you encircle the map. And then, as per usual with making maps, be sure not to hold shift when you take the map. We're actually going to enlarge it twice. Just to see how much bigger it is. There we go. So, we can take this and drive around in the boat to find more of the area and see if we truly are really surrounded by water, or if it was silly for us to make the extra island and that there was one like right nearby. So let's do that. We'll end up back onto our second island, and then I'll start working on building the castle. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to the north. Let's make our way counterclockwise around the map and see what we can see. I'll probably edit this out starting now. Alrighty, I guess while I was doing that, I accidentally crashed my boat, but depending on how I edit it, you'll see that there's a roofed forest biome in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, and then there's also this small island here on the east side of the map. Looks like there's additional land in that direction. What I'm guessing happened, at least why there's like giant hunks of land appearing, is I'm guessing that when you update the version through the one where they added a bunch of biomes, it swapped and replaced the locations of some biomes, and I'm assuming that the map replaced areas that had been constructed by the map maker with naturally occurring biomes. So there's actually places outside of the water world, but we're not going to access those areas just because I don't think it's in keeping with the original purpose of the map. But this island I think is usable. It seems to be in keeping with the theme of the map. The only reason we would ever go to a land area like that would be to collect a new tree type or find a mob that doesn't exist in the map, but I'm pretty sure that everything we need is already supplied. Unfortunately for me, I've crashed my boat, so now I'm going to have to physically swim back to our island. So it's going to take a while, and I'm going to edit it out so you don't have to suffer through it with me. Alright, so I'm back on the island, and I've got another boat. One thing that I wanted to point out before I left, though, is that throughout the Let's Play, all we've had is birchwood planks, but when I crashed my boat, it gave me oak wood planks and the sticks. So that's something to remember, and an interesting thing, that if you build a boat out of a different kind of wood, you can then wreck the boat to transform it into 3 oak wood planks. So that's pretty interesting. Something I did not know, and something that I definitely learned today. So let's get back to finishing the rest of this map. The only thing left to scout out is this upper corner here. I also am kind of interested in this one white spot up here to see if it's a very, 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 very small island or a place where yes, it is. It's a very, 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 very small island. It looks like it's got some grass on it. Also looks like there's a couple more spots. And now we're flying off the map. But there's a little small island chain there. That's kind of interesting. This is making me wish that I had scouted the area a little bit better before I had dedicated myself to building another island. Although I do like that our island is much closer to our home island than these other ones, the naturally occurring one. Alrighty, and with that, our map is complete. So this is what we're dealing with. As far as the Let's Play, like I said, I don't want to go to the areas that are not approved. I guess it's not to the areas that are not approved, at least not constructed by the map maker, and not in keeping with the theme of the Let's Play. Oh no! Alright, well I just crashed my boat again. But here we are. Now we can begin building the castle. See, I don't need the shovel for this. Okay, so I think I want to build it so that the corners are 2 from each end, just because I don't want it to be all the way up to the edge of the island and then there's like nowhere to land. I've also been thinking about what do I want to do with this castle, and I think that since the mob spawner we turned it off for safety reasons, I think it might be a good idea to have like a mob castle. It'd be kind of like an evil castle, where we don't light it up with torches very well, so that mobs can spawn here, and then if we ever need to find mobs, can look in the castle. I'm just starting with a square here, although I'm not sure that that's what I'm going to actually build, because I think I want to build little pillars at each corner and some sort of window system that makes sense. So maybe on the corners I'll expand it out like this and make it kind of rounded. And then it's kind of like a little castle-y corner type situation. I don't really know. Parapet? Is that what it's called? The little towers on the side of the castle. I don't know if you can hear that, but my kitten is just constantly meowing. I woke her up from a nap and now she is like, come play with me, pay attention to me. She's very adorable. Alright, I'm liking this. It's definitely more interesting than just a square. So I'm happy with that. Oops. Another thing that is worth thinking about, since I wanted to is that right? Wait a sec. Oh, I messed it up somehow. See, these are different. Yeah, I don't like that as much. So I'll have to fix this. I like the tight tight rounding of the two on the corner being out, rather than whatever I did here. I guess I did one in from the corner, but I don't like that nearly as much. It doesn't look round, it looks wonky. I love that movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I've quoted it extensively in my life. Not the remake. I actually never remember the titles between the two. I just know that everybody says that the Johnny Depp version isn't nearly as good as the Gene Wilder version, and so I just haven't seen it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I just wanted to find the middle. That seems good. I think I want to leave it open like that. I think we're going to need some ladders here at some point as well. Let me think. If I make it 3 by 3, the parapets, the little towers, if I make them 3 by 3, I can put a window in the middle. I think I'll do that. I think that would be, that'll look much better. I could leave those corners in. Yeah, that seems okay. And that'll be easy too. And if we can always take those corners out if I decide later that I don't like them, but at least for now they'll help us build it because we'll have a stair at each a stairway at each corner to get up another block from the ground. I didn't bring the glass over here, so we're gonna have to make a trip back. Right? Yeah. We're gonna have to make a trip back, and we might even run out of cobblestone. I mean, especially since this is supposed to be at least 2 stories tall. I wouldn't be surprised if we ran out of cobblestone and had to go back to get more. I'm just gonna make it a 2 by 2 door for now. I don't want. I mean, if it looks bad, we can always fix it up later. But we're just sort of building a pretty boring frame for it, and then we can make modifications as needed. And I'll leave that one just so we have a stairway up. Whenever I build things, I always try to make sure that I can get on top of them again, because it's easiest for me to build things while standing on them. But then I also end up falling off of it a lot, and so that's why I'm making a fuss about having a stairway to get back on top of the building. At least while we're building it. I mean, I always close them up when I'm done. Another thing about this is that if we're going to make it a place where monsters spawn, we might want to swap out the interior floor with either cobblestone or obsidian or something that will deter creepers from blowing up and like making a giant hole in it. But on the other hand, maybe it would look better with it. So now the question is, how high up do I want the first floor to go? I think I want to go two more blocks higher for the first floor, just because it will make it look way more impressive if it's a little bit taller. I mean, it'll get to a point where it being that tall is disproportionate to how a castle should look, but I think for our purposes, two more is a good idea.